Welcome back, I am Tom, and you are watching me play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And I gotta choose an outfit to see the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Emhyr var Emreis. I like this one.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Left leg forward, right hand on chest.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
Bit of casual racism.
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch-magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect. Im grimi eb art ketzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emhyr var Emreis.
Bow! Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Weljen namen, wat gern verwoord. I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
The dialogue they have written for Emhyr is amazing. The way he never asks a question, everything he says is a statement. You will do this. You will do this. Everyone will leave. And also Charles Dance's performance is fantastic.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman
Disgusts.
need not bother.
I'm gonna bother people on the way because I can.
First thing in the morning, and it's past noon.
Calm yourself.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard II, Prince of Elander. Not only am I made to wait here like some supplicant, but with who for company? A tinter.
Tanner. Master of the Tanners Guild?
As if it makes a damn difference. I demand...
Calm down. The Emperor demands silence. Those who disturb face harsh punishment, no matter their birth.
Made him shut up. Is Vorus up here?
Ja, nee. Raadsliden enikt es tun es saur an nein fire.
Es ziet efsat. Finser nein mathenk. Nein kofhotel an paval.
Es frag. Kiaside.
Duft. Wisse voor atra es paese. Tete taghein en kalant nes of Verlois sau. Toussaint?
Mind if I interrupt?
Why not join in instead?
We're discussing neutrality. How difficult it is to preserve.
Both good answers.
Still worth trying.
Because?
Because there are few causes worth serving, even fewer men. Enough about that. Mind if we change the subject? So, talk to the Emperor.
Why did he summon you?
So not even you know.
No. But I wager it's an ordinary witcher's contract.
Some werebubs. See ya.
Soon, mind you.
Is the gentleman not in a hurry to see the sorceress?
Es verderf.
Evelyn, katta af. Tve gleiðin. Så vatgarn.
Kein Vios. Evios kenes in Bale. Es sant. Es var Nordling.
Allied.
What they're talking about there is Striggers. There was... Geralt has saved people's daughters from being Striggers before. And it said that Striggers are born from incest, I believe. Or at least, it's the implication. And hence he was calling him lecherous, because presumably he's saying that... Wait, I keep going.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Good to know. I want them back as soon as possible.
Sharpened yet? Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants' guild, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
Ambassador Varatra?
Directly out of Nordling Tales.
Speak to his daughters later, I believe.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emhyr's court?
And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
How about that? She's grown up?
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't. Not a bit.
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emhyr said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emhyr's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
The gift she's talking about is Ciri has the Elder Blood, which, it kind of gets explained later, but essentially she can traverse time and space, is the way that it's put in the game, which essentially means she can travel between universes.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
I'll actually be joining you there before I learn anything.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
I mean, amnesia is a damn good excuse. You literally didn't know you existed. And Triss did no small part in tricking you. Whatever. I understand her being pissed.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting. Yes?
portals!
Portals.
A shame I have no time.
Is there anything here worth looking at? All these things have books and food, essentially. I'm not entirely interested in them. Who wrote this? Fringilla Vigo. Yennefer, my dear friend. Thank you for your letter. Forgive me for not answering your earlier attempt to reach me via Megascope. I am trying to limit my magic communication to the absolute minimum. One never knows who's listening, don't you agree? I am delighted you've found a position at our gracious Emperor's court, and wish you the best of luck in your search for his daughter. It is good to know that Emhyr's intentions for her have become more, how shall I put it, mundane. Perhaps in these circumstances an agreement regarding the lodge will prove possible after all. In response to your first question, I can state beyond all doubt that Ciri has not appeared somewhere south of the Uruga. Believe me, I could recognize her magic signature in my sleep. I have not had any contact with Triss for a long time. I only know that things in Novigrad have taken an ill turn. She mentioned something earlier about fleeing to Govir, but I am afraid that in the current political climate that amounts to an impossible daydream. I hope I will soon be able to join you in Vizima. First, however, I must take care of some unfortunate yet urgent matters in Beauclair. Interesting. With my fondest regards, Fringilla Vigo. P.S. Thanks to the news about Geralt, he always seems to land on his feet, doesn't he? Yeah. She's in Beauclair, that's interesting. Beauclair is in Toussaint. It's the capital of Toussaint, and it's where you play the Blood and Wine DLC, which takes place after the main storyline, and you don't see Fringilla there at all. It's interesting. That's what Ciri looks like now.
Scars healed nicely.
Let's go talk to Ambassador var Attre.
What do you mean?
Ambassador var Attre? Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of two weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
That admiration I hear in your voice?
Radovid is our foe, but I cannot deny he is clever. He played us for fools, particularly dense ones at that.
I agree.
Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emhyr var Emreis will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
I like this section. It gives a very nice overview of the world as it stands.
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever. Perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
Mm-hmm. So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
Interesting character. Strenger is quite a good character in this game. I like him a lot. Possibly the best story in the base game.
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenford, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships, and Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
It's intriguing that they still allow him to live there, actually. Being an ambassador for Nilfgaard. You've got an ambassador from the people that are actively invading you. I guess diplomatic immunity lasts even through war. It's interesting.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
Oh. Sorry. Underestimating Skellige is never a good idea. They aren't particularly organized, it's true, but even a small battalion of Skelligers can take out a hell of a lot of your navy.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
I do like the Chamberlain. He's a bit pompous, but, you know, nothing wrong with pompiety. I'm gonna put my armor back on though. Ugh, why did I put it in that order? Horrible order. Armor back, swords back, crossbow back. We'll put on broadhead bolts. Good. Alright, I feel much better now. A few little secrets here before we leave. Notice this path here seems somewhat unnatural. What's this over here? My keen Witcher senses are noticing. Old letter. Dear Sir Roderick de Wet, please forgive me for my tardy response. I was waiting for Golan Vivaldi to confirm sufficient funds were available to redeem the bill of exchange you provided. Not that I don't trust you, but the gods help those who help themselves, as the Kedwenny saying goes. Getting straight to your question, Princess Ada's curse could indeed be caused to return. Interesting. The Witcher from Rivia had only a rudimentary knowledge of magic arcana, and so was not able to fully remove the spell, and instead only temporarily disrupted its workings. For Ada to become a Striga once more, one would have to sprinkle her food with 3 drops of blood from her father, King Foltest, 3 drops of blood from a wolf, and 3 drops of bile from a freshly buried woman. One who died having finished 100 years, but not yet having started her 101st. That's specific. Then one must cast the Incepted? I don't know what that word means. Cast the Incepted triangle over the meal thus prepared. That should do the trick. Yet please consider carefully whether you truly wish to carry out such an ignoble deed. Hoping to do business again and in the future, Alessandra Devielle. I think that name should be familiar, but I can't quite place it. Princess Ada is Foltest's daughter, who Geralt was a Striga. She was cursed as a Striga, and Geralt lifted the curse by spending a night in her tomb, essentially. While editing this, I remembered the name Roderick de Wet. He was from the Witcher 1 game, and I remember him quite specifically because he was the one responsible for returning Ada's curse, her Striga curse. Which is quite relevant because that's exactly what this letter is talking about. This is obviously who he's... This person has obviously told him how to do it. He's gone and finished the job. Interestingly, this person is dead and stuffed in a corner of the Palace of Vizima, which would imply it was the messenger and he's killed him as a witness? I don't know entirely, but it's very interesting and a callback to the first game. Anyway, back to the episode. It's depicted in the first cutscene of The Witcher 1. The opening cutscene. Now this guy is going to play me in some Gwent, so this should be fun. Straight to the point. Gwent, play me.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Let's see. Let's get rid of Sheldon. Chuck in Zoltan. What have I got? Binding Frost, Decoy. That'll do. And I've got a Clear Weather on my main card. Don't need a Redanian Foot Soldier. Starting with a Spy is always useful. Stannis. I'll get rid of Sabrina. Straight upgrade. As I said in the first game of Gwent I played, these games often devolve into who has the most spies. And Nilfgaard specifically is kind of built around spies. It's their main course of action is spy, 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 spy. Because he's still got the spy, I'm going to keep playing cards. Since I've already got the 8, I'm safe from Scorch. Scorch, by the way, is a card that will kill the highest value card. Or cards, if there's equal value cards on the board. I think I'll play one more. 7v8, but he really has 8 cards because he still has a spy to play. If he plays it on me, that puts me at 30 and he wins this round, so I can't. I'm gonna have to keep playing. I think I still keep playing. Now it's a bit more difficult. I think I pass at this point. I've made him burn the cards. He'll play his spy, probably. Yep. Which I'm actually grateful for, because it means I can bring it back. Predictable. I'm going to do exactly the same thing that he's just done. Bring back the spy, gets me 2 more cards. I was hoping for a decoy, but what you going to do? He's passed on 14. So I can win the round. That's good, I guess. Like, because it's at even footing, essentially, because Northern Realms draws a card, is if they win the round, it's their sort of special ability, as it were. I mean, if I was going to lose anything, a 5 cost is probably not too bad, but once again, I don't mind him burning Scorches on stuff like that. The main reason being, if he plays a Scorch on my 4, then I can't... My 4s have an ability that will add their scores together, so if I play this one, these will both be 8. So it's my highest possible score. So as long as you don't get rid of them, I should be fine. Although, you may win anyway, with that score. So what am I going to add? 12. So I'm on 32. So it depends what he has on his last card, actually. Please be a clear weather, then we win. Yeah, it was probably a clear weather. Lucky, because if he had anything else, we would have lost. Any value card, essentially, would have given him the win there. So that gives us 20 crowns, because we bet 10. And full test, so another leader card. Although not a leader card I'm going to use, but adds to our collection, which is always good. Get rid of the Temerian coat of arms. Temerian? Yeah, it would be. They're the lilies, right? Presumably going to chuck a golden sun there, I would assume. In any case, let's head to Velen, shall we? I don't suppose I can go anywhere else. No, you have to go to Velen first.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Summed up well. I'm now in the ploy of Emhyr var Emreis, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. And here we are in Velen. And with that, we're at time. So we've finally entered Velen.
Come on now.
And with that, I'll say thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.